Hello, Facebook. The time has come. I'm delivering you the fire tonight. You guys asked, I'm delivering, and we are interviewing a multi-millionaire tonight live on my Facebook. Normally, I go live around 9, but when a multi-millionaire says he's willing to do an interview with you, you go around their time, right? So it's 8 o'clock tonight, super excited, waving at all of you, waiting for some of you to come on. Hello, hello, everyone. If you're hopping on, go ahead and say hello below and let me know where you're tuning in from. Some of you might be catching the replay later. Feel free to say replay and let me know where you're from. Hey, Martha. Hey, Craig. Waving at a couple of yous. All right. Let me see. Gonna invite some people on. So just give me a couple minutes, guys. All right. I'm just gonna go down the list. Dun, 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 dun. Invite a couple people. Okay, cool. All right, I know our special guest is on, so I'm not going to hold back, guys. As people are hopping on, you can always catch the replay. Yes, okay, so let me explain the gentleman I'm about to bring on and how I got connected with him. About 8 months ago, I was kind of struggling in my life. I did very well with, marketing, but I still wasn't my best. And I was introduced to Robert through a friend, and he really helped me get to the underlying problem of why I wasn't as successful as I wanted to be. And at the end of the day, guys, it was me. It was me in my own mind, and I needed to change my stinking thinking. And this gentleman that I'm about to bring on, boy, has he done that. And ever since I met him, he's the reason I get jacked out of my mind on my ride to work every morning, because he is just so humble. He has a heart of gold, and boy, is his laugh contagious. All right. So not only is he a multimillionaire, guys, and by the way, he does give me a checkup from my neck up every week. He puts me in place every week. And as a mentor, that's kind of what you need. You need somebody to really come at you and be like, listen, this is what's going on, and this is how we're going to fix it. And that's what he delivers on a weekly basis. And there's going to be 2 amazing gifts that we're going to be giving to anybody that hopped on tonight. I'll talk about those gifts later, but nobody walks away empty-handed, and that's the best part about Robert. He is always giving, 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 and that's just what really makes him even more amazing, okay? So he's not only a multimillionaire, he has a 30-year career, guys. He's a #1 best-selling author, okay? To the book, How Is That Working? And he's also, he's helped over 54 people become millionaires. So I don't know about you guys, but I want to learn everything I can from him. So without further ado, I am going to invite him on. I'm excited too, Chelsea. All right. So everybody, as he's hopping on, I want you to, give him a really warm welcome. And, we're blessed and honored that he's hopping on with us, because it's very rare you get millionaires that want to hop on with, people like us. But he's going to teach you guys that if he can do it, you can do it. And there he is, the legend, Robert Hollis.
Hi, Kimmy. How are you?
I'm great. I'm blessed and highly favored.
There you go. Well, I just love your videos. You're so full of energy, and I love your heart for helping people. So I'm so glad to jump on here.
I appreciate it, Robert. We have a lot of questions for you. It's very rare that we get somebody of your magnitude, that you have so much knowledge. And the one thing I love about you is you have no problem, pouring into the world, pouring into it. And, most people have a limiting belief of what a millionaire looks like and how a millionaire acts. And I want to prove to the world tonight that, hey, listen, there are millionaires out there that are amazing, and they're willing to help anybody that wants to help themselves.
Correct.
Yes. So I'm just going to jump into it tonight because you know how I roll. So, many, first I want to take it back because a lot of people see someone's success and they envy it, which is great, but they don't hear how they got to where they were. They don't hear about the struggles.
Right.
And I just was hoping that you could share with everybody, where you were and how that led to where you are today.
Well, thank you, Kimmy. I first of all, for all of you that are watching this, I just want to thank you so much. I'm just honored to be here and get to spend some time with you. And I'm just an average person that attempted some above average things. And one of the things is I just did what I was told. And unfortunately, when I was young, I had some difficulties as a young individual. I actually went from foster home to foster home to foster home. And, that was sort of difficult. And I really didn't understand, why I got dealt a bad hand. You know what I mean? I think the worst thing that can happen to an individual is when they don't understand why nobody wants them, and so I was going through some difficult times, hanging around the wrong people, always was getting in trouble. And it was 100% because of mentorship. And I finally found someone that said, you're pretty good with your hands. And I was like, what are you talking about? Well, you're good at fixing things. And I went, no one's ever told me I'm good at anything. And so that's what I followed that career, as being a mechanic, and out there, get married, get a couple of kids, get a dog, just, living paycheck to paycheck. And I can remember being 26 years old and just going, wow. So I pretty much did everything I was told to do. And I guess this is it. And, I believe in a higher power. I all of a sudden I was in the wrong place at the wrong time, got put on workman's comp. And and basically had a doctor tell me you'll never be a mechanic again. And so a lot of you might be going, well, I don't know how to do anything different. Well, you would if you no longer could do what you do right now to make a living. And it was like, some people we hear get in a car accident or have something tragic happen to them, and they no longer can do what's their identity. You know what I mean? So my identity, if you would have walked up to me and said, what do you do for a living? I would say I'm an auto mechanic. You see what I mean? So that identity is shattered. So I not only lost everything, spiritually bankrupt, lost my wife, but she was my girlfriend at the time. I didn't believe in myself, so I didn't want anybody else around me. And thank God I was finally at the lowest of the lows. And a friend that I met through my cousin called me up and said, hey, I met this guy. He's expanding a company. I seen his check. It was 62 grand a month. And he's looking for people that are coachable and can follow instructions. And I was like, you want me to come pick you up? It's like, so a lot of people might be watching this and you might be too complacent in your life right now. And a lot of people will say, well, I don't know why I don't change. Maybe you don't have to. But most people change when it's too desperate, right? And so all of a sudden, I had nothing to lose. I met this guy, and here was the second person in my entire life, Kimmy, that said, you know what? You would be great at this. I was going, you don't even know me. And he said, well, you're a mechanic, and I used to install car stereos. He says, mechanics are smarter than people that put in car stereos. And I was going, yeah, they are. and so all of a sudden he said, listen, let me show you exactly what to do. Everything that I do is simple. It's easy. I know that you can do it. Is it going to take some time and effort? Yeah, it's going to. But I know you can do that too. And he says, because if you've worked 8 hours for somebody else, you can learn to work 8 hours for you. And I went, okay, I'm open to learning. And so the next thing is I was following him, and man, everything just went crazy. I made like $258,000 my very first year with him. That was 30 years ago. And so, I just fell in love with teaching other people what people taught me. So when I was a mechanic, if someone wanted to learn to do their brakes or do a oil change or tune up on their car, I love showing people how to do things. So if you're the kind of person that's watching this and you love helping people, imagine learning wisdom and skills and knowledge that can change people's financial and personal and spiritual lives. So I got addicted to that, Kimmy. I just flat out got addicted. And marketing for me just seems like such an easy way to get people training wheels and learn to market, because a lot of people don't believe in themselves. So if you can get them to believe in themselves and start like you have, I've been so impressed with you. It's like you love Kimmy. I love Kimmy. So, so now all of a sudden when people see that, they go, wow, she's powerful, she's strong, she's confident, she believes in herself. I would love to have some of that. And every one of you that are watching this video right now, make sure you say, hook me up, or post something below, or reach out in a private message to get with Kimmy, because Kimmy is one of the best students I have, without a doubt. And she loves helping people. And she's going, if Robert's done this for a lot of people, I believe that I can do it. I know that Kimmy can do it. So if you reach out to her, bingo. So it was, my whole key to success is asking for help and finding someone that was doing better than me and what I needed help with.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And you always talk about being well documented. And I think everyone on this live right now knows that Robert is well documented, so if you want to learn, you have to learn from the best.
Yeah.
You're totally the best
that
I've come.
Thank you.
I wanted to just talk about network marketing, because
Sure.
It's a tool that you've used over the past 30 years. And a lot of people that I've spoken with lately and stuff, they really are uneducated, and they think network marketing is spam, and they're very skeptic about the it is a real job. Everybody out there, it is. Instead of putting 8 hours at the office, you're putting 8 hours into something else for you.
Right.
And freedom. So can you just educate them a little bit just on the network marketing field?
I'm going to make sure I plug my phone in here, so don't want it to go dead there. Well, one of the things is I tell everybody, Kimmy, I'm very blessed in a lot of ways, because I knew nothing about network marketing when I was exposed to it. And so I'm going to throw something out there that my mentor said to me, because that's all marketing is. Whether you're doing marketing for TV advertising, or whether you're doing online marketing, or whether you're doing radio advertising, whether you're doing affiliate marketing or network marketing. Do you notice the common word in every one of those phrases is marketing, right? And marketing, very simply, is taking a product or a service from someone that created it, invented it, or has the service, and actually helping people get that service that makes their lives better. Now, and that's what people just don't get. Whether you like this or not, every product that you've ever purchased in your life, there were middle people. To be, socially acceptable, there's no more middlemen, there's middle people. and so it doesn't make a difference what you buy. The reason that Walmart became so big and Amazon became so big is because they found ways to take the middle people out. So it went through less people giving a product at a lesser cost, allowing people to save money. That's what made Walmart big. So instead of buying, something at one item, he would buy millions and millions of dollars of items, getting it at a discount. We all know what that model is. Oh, wait a minute, that's Costco. You know what I mean? And so if you simply think about, why would you have a Costco card? To get savings. So people are willing to buy a membership. You got to pay for it annually. With most companies I hook up with, there's one time, and you get the stuff at wholesale. So now if the product really truly delivers and helps people by you sharing that product with other people, you hook them directly to, in that case, Amazon or whatever company you're with, and you allow that person to constantly on a monthly basis buy from there, and you get a percentage. And that's really all networking is. I love Robert Kiyosaki's phrase. There's only two groups of people in the world. There's people that are constantly building networks and connecting with other people that have networks, which today they call influence. Pretty amazing. And the other people are looking for a job. So We can laugh at the Kim Kardashians all day long, the Justin Biebers, the people out there that have 10, 20, 30, 40 million followers on social media. But they can say that they can like one product and a link is underneath that video and they're making millions of dollars. So you can laugh at these under 30-year-old people all day long, but they're making millions of dollars because they go, well, I'm not going to promote a product I don't like. But once they find a product they like, they're willing to talk about it. And when they talk about it, people go, wow, I never heard of it that simple. Well, that's what I think that God's gifted me with more than anything is I'm a simple individual. I'm dyslexic. I wasn't good in school. So I read a phrase from Albert Einstein that said, if you can't help a third grader understand what you're doing, then you haven't made it simple enough. So for 30 years, I've only done one other thing that I know a lot of people don't do that I was taught, and that's find trends. So a lot of people want to get involved. Think about this today. If I said to me and Kimmy wanted to share a business with you, make sure you post below, make sure you send out a private message to her. And what we're doing is we're marketing pagers. You know what I mean? I think every one of you would go, do they still make pagers? Robert, I don't think there's a market for that. So I've been involved in companies. I've made millions of dollars selling long distance. It's not there anymore. I'm 56 years old, and I can talk to my grandkids and talk about long distance one day, how grandpa made millions of dollars in long distance, and they're going, what was long distance? And they're going to think that I'm a liar, that people in the state of California used to call across the block, and because it was 818 instead of 310, that was a long distance call. And they're going to go, what? And I'm going, yeah. And it was 25 cents a minute. They're going to shut up. But if I can't get in those trends, but when you look forward, like Kimmy and I have, you find trends. And when you see a trend, it's like, it becomes aware. The best thing I do, Kimmy, all the time is sometimes we want to be unique and we want to buy for women, maybe a unique dress or a blouse, or for a guy, it might be, a motorcycle or something. And you want to be unique. And as soon as you buy it, then you go out in the public and everyone has it. It's like, oh my God, she's got my blouse. Oh my God, she's got my shoes. You know what I mean? And you thought you're the only one that had it. Well, when you get involved in a trend, all of a sudden your eyes become aware and you're going, wow, is everybody talking about this right now? And the answer is, yes, they are. So, without telling you who we are and what we're doing, right now more people are dying every single day from opioid addiction than AIDS. So now the amount of people that are dying from being on painkillers and opioids is worse than the AIDS epidemic ever was. And right now everybody's going, we need to find a way to fix this. Yeah. And we have that answer. So there's things that are changing very, very, very quick. And if you get in that trend, it's pretty amazing because you get to help people with their health, their attitude, their mental health, everything about it. And in exchange, you also get to finance things that you were called to do.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And, I love how you and I think so much alike, because the next question I was going to go into is trend, because I didn't really understand that at first. And through, your mentorship, I've noticed so many trends, just going back the past 10 years. And for those of you guys on, know that Robert's been in retirement. Okay. He's sold everything under the sun, from coffee to water filters. And, you still have that today. So that trend's still going on. But, Robert's been out of retirement, I think, since 2009?
Yeah, I retired in 2012.
12, yeah. So you retired in 2012. We're in 2018, guys. And let me tell you, this gentleman has officially come out of retirement.
Yes.
So in order for him to come out of retirement, it has to be the next big trend. And like he describes it, you just get in front of the freight train of a new trend and it just takes off. And, we're going to talk about a little bit as to really why you decided to come out of retirement, because it wasn't just about the trend. There's a deeper message under that. And he's going to explain to you guys why it's the right time and who he's doing it for.
Well, one of the things is my wife has supported me for 35 years. And I tell people all the time, she takes care of 4 boys. I'm one of them. And for the women in the world, thank you. You know what I mean? How you juggle all the things that you do still amazes me. And all of a sudden, our youngest, our baby, on July 7th will be 25. So he's no, and it's like, so, she, in a blink of an eye, it seemed like she just became an empty nester. And all of a sudden, she was looking for a new purpose. She's an incredible woman, incredible wife, incredible mother. And now it's like the next stage, right? And so she started looking at things, first taking care of us. About a year ago, she decided to become vegan. And it was based off a video that she's seen, like, I think it was called What the Health or something like that. And it just emotionally impacted her because she became a vegan, not because just for our health, but her love for animals. And so all of a sudden she started saying, I'm going to find a way to generate money so I can support animal shelters and start my own and really go out there and make a big deal. So she tried a number of different companies, and some of them actually told her that she couldn't do social media, which was pretty amazing to me. And so me and my son, Matthew, we built a company together called roberthollis.com. And we were just out there loving life. And now 2 of my sons are just entrepreneurs like crazy. And all of a sudden, we were trying to figure out how to help her. And she basically said to me, you need to tell me what to do. Just tell me what to do. And I said, well, you got to find a company with a trend that's got momentum. And you got to find a company that's got a timely product. And you got to find a company not only with momentum, but everyone's watching how fast the people are growing in that company. And you got to find a person that is constantly posting on their wall that they're happy because someone new hit a new rank advancement. Another person hit a rank advancement. Another person was financing their dreams. And when you can find an individual that's more focused on helping other people's dreams come true, then yours will never be a problem. And so she goes, great, find it for me. And I was like, uh-oh. And so immediately, I've been networked for 30 years, and I reached out there and started talking about who's moving and who's doing this and who's doing that. And I found this company immediately. I heard a little bit about the product. So what I did is I ordered some and tried it. I feel like I'm in my 20s. I'm blown away. The sleep that I get is unlike any sleep that I've ever had. And so everyone knows that a big key to health is sleep. I've lost over 50 pounds. And I'm just like, wow, this stuff is amazing. And so then I did my due diligence on it because I didn't know much about it. And again, when you reach out to Kimmy, she'll give you all the information that you need. And then all of a sudden I said, you know what? I think that this could possibly work. And so I reached out to the owners, and Josh, the owner of this company, I tell people that he's the Elon Musk of marketing. There's no doubt about it. It's virtually everything that he does has to do with 2018 marketing. And so I started playing with the system just a little bit. And the qualifications in the company, Terry went from 5, 10, 25K in like 12 days, then 50K, then 100K. I looked in the back office right before we jumped on here. And this month, we just went over 150,000 in volume. So for some of you that don't understand what volume is, that's what we get paid off of. And so when you sit there and you go, wow, so all of a sudden, of course, Kimmy knowing me at that time, I was working with her, helping her with her brand, teaching her a lot of stuff that she probably already knew about herself. But when someone's there to help you, it's like, yeah, oh yeah, duh. And so Kimmy started really putting everything together. And then when she seen me helping my wife, it's like all of a sudden it's like, what is going on here? And, my wife in the last 90 days has made, $37,800. And everything that we're doing is 100% online. Everything that we're doing. And so one of the things that I did is I sell a bunch of my training on roberthollis.com. But because you're working with Kimmy, if you reach out to her, she'll show you how to get all that training that I did. We just had I think our 18th person that ranked events. And so, that 18,000 at 5K plus. And so it's really starting to duplicate like crazy. So it was pretty phenomenal that, that Kimmy and I hooked up, and then we started a team. I think we got, 9,200 people in the vision team, and Kimmy will show you how to get locked up in that. But I want to teach anyone that Kimmy will share with me. We work together as a team, and we wanted to show you exactly the simple, easy steps that you could do in very little time to just not only help people, but also generate more income than you possibly could. It's like luck. Luck has some things to do with it, but when you're in timing, it beats skill, education, good lucks. It beats everything. It beats everything. So yeah, I'm still in awe. I really am just in awe. I like pitch myself that this is growing so fast and so many people are being helped by this.
Yeah. And, I want to also, when I started working with Robert, guys, I was with a different company.
Yeah.
I came out of, I just out of free will was like, okay, Robert's doing this and he's doing this fast. And to have the opportunity to really work with him and learn from him one-on-one was just an opportunity of a lifetime. I dropped my company. I dropped my ranks. I dropped everything and dove right into Robert. And, this is really like our kickoff because I've been a little secret agent for a while. And, I was just preparing. I've been working on my mindset for those of you guys that are in my mindset training. Again, that comes from Robert. But now it's my job to connect the world with you. And so many people wanted to learn who this Robert was that I talk about all the time. Great to you guys. And this group, it's only been open for about 3 months, 90 days. There's over I check in. I think it was over 9,000 today.
Yeah.
It's insane. And in that free group, the training, you could take it and apply it to your business now.
Yeah.
It is mind blown. Just the free content in it whatsoever is just, I can't. And that's one of the gifts that we're going to give away to you guys tonight. If you are interested in Robert's free training and, to learn from this legend, reach out to me. You can comment free below, and we're going to get you hooked up with this community and this group because it's amazing. And this is the one thing I love about Robert. I'm a teacher, so it's all about differentiating instruction. Yeah. It's so easy. A 5th grader can follow it. Everything's labeled. Video 1, 2, 3. The training is just mind blowing. And if you believe in yourself, this is possible. And that's why, we're here today. But also the second gift for everyone that's tuning in, because that's what also the key. I forgot to get your book out, Robert. So I'm trying to get it out while you got it. Oh, there it is. This is Robert's #1 best-selling author book. It really explains how he went from broke auto mechanic to multi-millionaire. It is amazing. And we're going to give it to each and every one of you that hopped on tonight for free, because that's how we roll. Okay. Yeah. We give things gift. And the last thing I do want to say, guys, is Robert and I have been doing this. We don't spam people. We don't post links. We don't post products. You guys can go to each one of our walls right now and you would have no idea what company we are in. And that is how you market, my friends. So that's how you market, because that's what I've learned. I was taught that you just throw your product and your opportunity down people's throats all over your Facebook wall, like throwing up over everybody. And that is not the way you're marketing. And if you are marketing that way, it's okay, because you didn't know any better. But today, you know better, and let us teach you how to market appropriately so you can change your life. Robert, I can't thank you enough for taking the time. Thank you for everybody that tuned in. Feel free to reach out to me. I will connect you with him, who's awesome sauce. All right. But remember, if we can do it, guys, so can you. All right. Have a blessed night, everyone.
Good night.